Just be glad for all you have that's in today.
Hey everyone, Connie here, and welcome to my blind reaction to episode 1 of Amphibia. So yeah, our new show replacing One Punch Man Season 2 on Fridays, joining Carol on Tuesday, will be Amphibia, a Disney Channel show that people have been raving about lately. It's gotten a lot of attention, and it seems to be pretty popular. Now, I don't know too much about the series. All I know is it's about some girl who is somehow transported into a land of frogs. And that's pretty much it. So in a way, it's kind of like an isekai, the anime genre of being transported into another world, like Sword Art Online and all of those others, ReZero. It's kind of like an isekai, but at the same time, it's probably going to have its own unique cartoon charm in a way that like isekai anime don't have. Now this was, I think, first revealed at the same time as this other show that's going to be coming up in the future, I think next year, called Owl House or something like that. Or something like that. I don't remember exactly what it's called, but they were revealed, I believe, right around the same time. And this one just kind of, I guess, got released first. Yeah, I don't really have much else to say because I don't really know much else. I don't know, like, what the context of why she's in this world are. I don't know who any of the other characters are. I don't even know if this is going to be actually good in any way, or if it's just going to be like, you know, what people typically see as good. Because let's be honest, I don't always agree with what people typically view for shows. So you never know. I'm just saying. I do tend to have some pretty unique viewpoints on things. I guess we'll just have to see. I am really hoping to like this, though. A lot of modern cartoons have been very good, but some have also lost their way, like Star Vs. And unfortunately, with how the last season of Steven Universe went, yeah. But hopefully this ends up being one of the better ones, and we'll just hope for the best. So when the screen fades to black, pause this redirect and go to the description below. Follow the link to the reaction, and after you watch it, come back here to the redirect and resume play. Because after it fades to black and then fades back in, everything from that point forward will be my afterthoughts and will contain spoilers to the episode. So that being said, thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you at the reaction. And we are back, and we'll begin with spoilers in 3, 2, 1, now. It was okay. This was nothing to write home about, nothing like great or anything. A lot of the humor for me was just kind of meh. The characters themselves, meh. Nothing really impressed me with this. Nothing really, like, hooked me in, you could say. Nothing was, like, bad or terrible or anything. Nothing was, like, really upset me. But it also just didn't do anything exceptional. Probably the most interesting part is the fact that at least one of her friends came through with her, at least Sasha. So, Anne Boonchoi came to this frog world, an alternate world, when she opened some music box that her friends convinced her to steal from a store. And we know, of course, that Sasha apparently came through too. So Anne, at first, seems like she's freaked out and trying to survive and everything, but then it goes into kind of a trap that a lot of isekai anime fall into, where the character just doesn't care anymore and is just kind of accepting of it way too easily. A lot of isekai anime do that. One such big example is Log Horizon, where the character, the main character who gets trapped in another world, just accepts it way too quickly and easily and is just no longer freaking out or having issues with it at all. It's completely unrealistic and unbelievable. It takes you out of the immersion of the series. And the same thing kind of happens here. At first, it seems like Anne is definitely more on the verge of freaking out and stuff, but it's revealed that she's actually just kind of accepted it and is just trying to find help and find her way back to her world. And it's a little disappointing. I think it would have been better to have it like she was freaking out at first, and maybe like the frogs, specifically this one kid, saved her. And that was what convinced her that maybe she could at least make something of this until she figured out a way to get home. That, I think, would have been leagues better. And you could still have the same mantis creature, just the frogs save her instead of the other way around. I think by having it the other way around, by having the frogs be so against her and having her just be so accepting of everything, it just feels weird and unnatural in its execution. The frogs themselves, the characters, are just meh. The mayor is like a very, very, very generic self-loving mayor character, basically. And you see that kind of character everywhere. Nothing special. The grandfather, there's not much of anything to say about him. He's a very stereotypical grandfather character. The kids, very stereotypical in their own way. And you might think, oh, but how is it stereotypical that the little kid, the little girl, is the crazy one? It's like, that's actually very stereotypical. That's done in a lot of different shows, where the one you least expect to be crazy like that is the crazy one, usually the little girl. And then you have the stupid, kind of just incomprehensibly annoying male character, the brother figure, basically. And it's just like, all of these characters feel super generic to me. Anne doesn't have much to her yet, so I feel like I can't fully judge her. And then there's that one character, the one like crazy, kooky character, who kind of reminds me of Old Man McGucket from Gravity Falls, except people actually take him seriously here, which is a little surprising, at least. Probably the best moment is definitely the ending with the reveal that Sasha's there too. Just because it does add a new layer of things that is honestly one of the few things keeping me interested at this point. Because if I'm being honest, this was not that interesting of a first episode. Neither 1A or 1B really hooked me in, and again, a lot of it was just super generic. There were some good jokes in there, some funny moments. I love the Peppers moment and all. The creature designs are fun. I like a lot of that, but in general, it's just like, it doesn't seem to be anything special. It doesn't seem to be anything that stands out in comparison to the generic, bland stuff you see everywhere. I mean, unlike Gravity Falls, or early Steven Universe, or early Starverses, stuff that really stood out and made a name for itself. This just feels super bland, honestly. But again, that last bit at the very end of the episode it did manage to get my interest enough to have me want to know where it's going, at least a little bit. So, I will be continuing for now, but I think I'm going to definitely have this on kind of a watch factor, because it's really just, unless it really starts to pick up, I do not see how this show's going to be for me. I really don't get the appeal in it based off of this first episode. It's not that great. So So hopefully next episode is much better. We'll just kind of have to see and take it from there. But if we do drop it, we just drop it. I mean, there's unfortunately nothing we can do if I don't like the show. We'll have to see. Hopefully it gets better, though. I am so much hoping it does, because there is potential here. I just don't feel like they're capitalizing on it so far. I just feel like there's a lot more they could do, and they're just taking the safe route. So we'll have to see. In the meantime, tell me in the comments below what you thought of the first episode of Amphibia, and thank you so much for tuning in. For now, I'm Connie, and I'm signing off. See y'all next time.
And though you've come through many obstacles,